Kate used to brag about being tired. Not directly, obviously. Nobody says, "Hey guys, I'm destroying my nervous system and slowly frying my brain cells." But she said the socially acceptable version of it. "I only slept 4 hours." And people would react exactly the way she wanted them to. Wait, seriously? How are you even functioning? You're actually insane. Which, if we're being honest, sounded a lot like praise. So she kept doing it. She was 29 when the whole sleep is for the weak thing became part of her personality. By 31, she was basically running on iced coffee, panic, and calendar notifications. And the scary part? It worked. At first. That's always the annoying thing about unhealthy habits. They work long enough to convince you they're sustainable. Kate was efficient, fast, reliable. The girl who replied emails at 1:13 a.m. The girl professors loved. The girl bosses promoted. The girlfriends called when everything was falling apart because somehow she always had it together. Meanwhile, her body was somewhere in the background waving a tiny white flag like, "Hey, quick question. Are we ever resting again or nah?" Ignored. Completely ignored. Because tiredness had become aesthetic now, especially online. Everybody was posting rise and grind. Everybody was glorifying burnout. Everybody was acting like sleeping properly meant you lacked ambition. Jalen on TikTok talking about, "While y'all sleeping, I'm working. Sir, your eye is twitching. Some of us don't need another productivity hack. We need a nap and electrolytes." And Kate genuinely believed exhaustion was proof she was becoming successful, until her body stopped cooperating with the fantasy. Not dramatically. That's the thing people don't tell you. Most breakdowns don't look cinematic. No dramatic collapse. No passing out in the office. No ambulance scene. Sometimes your body just slowly starts dimming like a phone on 5% brightness. Still functioning, technically, but glitching. She started forgetting words mid-conversation. Imagine being in an important meeting and suddenly your brain just leaves the group chat. You know, the thing, gone. Thought vanished, and it kept happening. Then came the headaches, the random body pain, the mood swings, the weird crying. One afternoon, she cried because the supermarket had run out of garlic bread. Not, "Aw, that sucks," crying. Real tears. In aisle 7, over bread. And afterwards, she sat in the car thinking, okay, maybe something is actually wrong with me. So she went to the doctor. Blood work came back. Her cortisol levels were high. Her immune system was stressed. Her inflammation markers were elevated. The doctor looked at her and asked one question. "How much sleep are you getting?" Kate laughed. Actually laughed. Like it was a funny little side detail. 4 hours. Sometimes 5. The doctor didn't laugh back. And suddenly it didn't sound impressive anymore. It sounded dangerous. He said something she would repeat for years after. "You don't have time not to sleep." That sentence irritated her because deep down she knew he was right. See, the body does not care about hustle culture. Your organs are not sitting around saying, "Well, she's chasing her dream, so let's suspend biology for a bit." No. The brain requires sleep. The immune system requires sleep. Your hormones require sleep. Your emotions require sleep. Even your memory needs sleep to work properly. Scientists have literally found that while you sleep, your brain clears out waste products through something called the glymphatic system, which basically means your brain has a cleaning crew that clocks in during sleep. No sleep, trash piles up mentally, emotionally, physically, and suddenly you're snapping at your little brother because he breathed too loudly. Now here's where it gets interesting. Kate expected the doctor to prescribe medication. Instead, he prescribed what sounded insultingly simple. Sleep earlier. That was it. No dramatic life overhaul. No expensive wellness retreat in Bali. No magical supplements blessed by monks. Just go to bed. At first, she hated it because resting sounds peaceful until you actually try to do it. The first night she went to bed early, she realized something horrifying. Her brain was loud, like aggressively loud. Thoughts, notifications, anxiety, random memories from 2017, cringe moments, emails she forgot to send. That one embarrassing thing she said in secondary school, everything came rushing in. And she realized something. Exhaustion had been numbing her. She wasn't avoiding sleep because she loved productivity. She was avoiding stillness. Whoa, that one landed a little too hard. A lot of people stay busy because silence forces honesty. Sleep slows you down enough to notice things. And some people would rather stay distracted forever. But little by little, Kate changed things. Not perfectly. That's important because social media has lied to people. Healing is not, "I woke up one morning and became disciplined." No, real change looks more like, "I forgot again. I messed up yesterday. I'm trying." I'm learning. I'm adjusting. That's real life. So she started small, 30 minutes earlier. That's it. Then another 30. She made her room colder. She stopped scrolling in bed. And listen, that phone thing, that phone is a demon sometimes. You pick it up for 5 minutes and suddenly you know the entire relationship history of two influencers fighting in Miami at 2:14 a.m. for absolutely no reason. So Kate started leaving her phone in the kitchen. And the first few nights felt illegal, like she was missing oxygen. That's how attached we've become to stimulation. But within weeks, things started changing. The brain fog lifted, her skin improved, her mood stabilized, the constant irritation softened, and weirdly enough, she became better at work, not worse. Psalm chapter 127 verse 2 says, "In vain you rise early and stay up late, toiling for food to eat, for he grants sleep to those he loves." That verse used to confuse her because she thought rest had to be earned. A lot of us do. We think, I'll rest when everything is done. Meanwhile, nothing is ever done. There's always another assignment, another email, another bill, another deadline. If rest only comes after completion, you will never rest. But scripture says sleep is given. That changes everything. The Hebrew word used there for sleep is shenah. It means genuine rest, deep rest, complete stopping, not watching Netflix while answering emails. That doesn't count. Your nervous system knows you're lying. And the crazy part? God introduces rest as a gift, not a reward, which means sleeping does not make you lazy. Sometimes it makes you obedient. That's uncomfortable for hustle culture because hustle culture worships burnout. But God never asked people to destroy themselves to prove devotion. Even Jesus rested. And honestly, that should humble everybody because if the Son of God took naps in the middle of storms, maybe Jaden from crypto Twitter can sleep too. Let's talk facts for a second. Researchers from UC Berkeley found that sleeping 6 hours or less for 2 weeks straight creates impairment similar to staying awake for 24 hours straight. Read that again. Your brain literally starts functioning like you're drunk. And the worst part? Sleep-deprived people usually think they're functioning fine, which explains a lot about modern society, honestly. Another study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that people sleeping less than 6 hours were 4 times more likely to get sick after exposure to a virus. 4 times. Your immune system repairs itself during sleep. So when people brag about never resting, sometimes all I hear is, "My body has been in survival mode since February." And Kate finally understood something huge. Exhaustion had become performative, especially for women. People praised tired women more than rested women. If she looked exhausted, she looked hardworking. If she looked healthy and calm, suddenly people assumed she wasn't doing enough. That's twisted, because somewhere along the line, society decided suffering was proof of ambition. But God never said, "Come to me all who are overworked and dehydrated." No. Matthew chapter 11 verse 28 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Rest. Not another planner, not another productivity app. Rest. And slowly, Kate stopped romanticizing burnout. She stopped posting, "Haven't slept LOL." Stopped competing in the tired Olympics. Stopped acting like her body was a machine instead of a temple. And that changed everything. 2 years later, she got promoted again. Except now she worked fewer hours, slept 8 hours, sometimes 9, and her coworkers kept saying, "You seem sharper lately." Because sleep doesn't make you less productive. It makes you functional. There's a difference. One night, her little niece Ava was fighting bedtime. Classic child negotiations. "One more episode. I'm not tired." 5 more minutes. Kate sat beside her and said, "You know your brain cleans itself while you sleep?" Ava blinked. "What? Yeah? Your brain stores memories while you sleep too. So if you don't sleep properly, your brain gets slower." Ava thought about it seriously for like 3 seconds, then said, "So sleep is basically charging?" Honestly, best explanation anyone had given all year. Yes, sleep is charging. And some of y'all have been on 3% battery since 2022, trying to inspire people on LinkedIn. Go to bed. Please. Step 1 this week. Move your bedtime 30 minutes earlier, not 3 hours. Don't become dramatic. 30 minutes. Step 2, the phone leaves the bed. I know. You and your phone are in a committed relationship. Break up temporarily. Step 3, stop glorifying exhaustion. Being tired all the time is not a personality trait, and it is definitely not proof of worth. Psalm chapter 127 verse 2 does not say, "He gives burnout to those he loves." It says sleep, because some gifts only arrive when you finally close your eyes. Exhaustion is not a work ethic. It's a warning wearing designer clothes. Take care of the temple. Glory lives there. If something in this landed somewhere tender, if your body, your spirit, something inside you just exhaled, stay with that for a second. Don't scroll past it. Hit like, because there's someone out there who's been running on empty, treating their temple like it doesn't matter. And this might be exactly what finds them. Share it with that friend who needs permission to slow down and take care of herself, the one who hasn't heard the word speak to her body like this before. And subscribe to Bible Rebooted. We're not here to make you feel inspired for 5 minutes. We're here to give you the truth and show you how to live inside it. It's your girl, Sophia Stan, signing out. Like, subscribe and stream the music.